Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking. If you're new here, my name is Jerono and I'm a Kenyan living and studying in the Philippines. So you guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and if you have not subscribed yet, please do consider subscribing and turning on the post notification bells so that you don't miss out on any of my new videos. And for the returning subscribers, I really want to say thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos. I really do appreciate you guys. I don't take this for granted. So guys, before I tell you what you're gonna be doing with this video, please go ahead and give the video a like, comment down below, let me know if you have subscribed, and I will shout you out on my next video. Okay, so let's get started. Guys, today I'm gonna be talking to you about the lies they tell you about the Philippines. I realized over the course, like I've been doing YouTube for like 2 years now, and I realized there's a lot of lies. There's a cat trying to get into my balcony. Anyway, so I realized there's a lot of lies that are being told about the Philippines. So I just wanted to come here and clear the record, just clear the air. So I'll begin with one of the biggest lie that I've ever seen and I've ever heard. And hear a lot of people talking about this lie, and I'm like, and this is Philippines is cheap. A lot of people say the Philippines is cheap. Guys, I don't know why somebody will think the Philippines is cheap. Like, what do you mean? I see a lot of vlogs, and especially from the Westerners, people from the Western countries, they come to the Philippines and they be like, oh my God, why do I love the Philippines? Because the Philippines is very cheap, very affordable. I'm like, what do you mean Philippines is cheap? What do you mean? What do you mean? The Philippines is not cheap, man. What do you mean? I saw a vlog somebody's talking about. Actually, this is what prompted me to doing this video. I saw a vlog of somebody talking about how cheap the Philippines is, and like, man, you can live here like a king, with the little dollars that if you live in America. This person specifically comes from America, and it was like, you live in America and you live like, every cost of living is very expensive in America. I was seeing everything is expensive in America, and if you come here, you live off half of what you've been doing in America. And I'm like, how? What? Why? So, guys, I'm just gonna give you an example. I thought about this and I was like, how can you say the Philippines is cheap? So, if you are living in a condominium, because that is where this person actually lives, in a condominium, and not just anywhere, in BGC. So that means a condominium there is roughly about 35, 40, or even up to 50,000 pesos. That is per month, monthly. So I am like, let's go to on the cheapest note. Let's talk about you're paying a house, a condominium in BGC that is, let's say, 30,000 pesos. I thought, and I was like, that is somebody's salary for the month. That is someone's monthly salary here in the Philippines. And you're paying that in a condominium and you're calling it cheap? Monthly? You're calling that cheap? Philippines is actually not cheap. I was really like, I don't know, this thing got me like, that is somebody's school fees for the semester. I remember when I was in my first year of college, that was my school fees for the whole semester, and somebody's calling it cheap. Guys, in my other video, a video that I recently did, I'm gonna put a link up here if you have not watched it. I went to the market with 1,000 pesos. That equals to 20,000. Sorry, 20 US dollars. Guys, you saw what I got. I only the things that I left there with was 2 kgs of chicken, 2 pieces of fish, onions, tomatoes, and some fruits. Fruits meaning apples and actually a pineapple. That is all we got, and our 1,000 pesos was gone. So imagine if I really wanted to just really do a shopping, like let's just go to the market and buy things. That means I'll have spent like 5,000. So that means Philippines is not actually cheap. Like people will feel like, will presume. Like, no, that is one of the biggest lies. Philippines is not cheap. Try living in the Philippines. Go live in a one of the very best. Yeah, like guys, go and live large. Try living large in the Philippines, and you will realize that Philippines are actually cheap. I have a car. People who have cars, fuel is not cheap. Can't buy fuel for cheap in the Philippines. No, can't. So anyway, what I'm basically saying is Philippines is not cheap like people presume, especially the Western people from the Westerners, people from America to be precise. No, you can't tell us Philippines is cheap. No, Philippines is not cheap. It is actually costly to live in the Philippines. So that being said, let me go to my next point, and that is Philippines is dangerous. Guys, if there's one of the safest place I've seen so far, I have been to so far, is the Philippines. I wouldn't lie. I feel like this one is the best place to live in. It is a place I will recommend to anyone that is looking for safety. I feel like, some people will feel like, oh, there's a lot of high crimes in the Philippines, petty thefts and stuff. Of course there is. I wouldn't say they maybe there are none. Okay, tell me a country that is free of crime. But to say Philippines is dangerous, that is wow. That is top notch. I even see people in my comment section, when I go around blogging, especially in the market where there's a lot of people, they'll be telling me, please, take care of your camera, of your cell phone. People will snatch it. I've never seen this. If there's one place I feel like I can walk with my camera, with my phone anyhow, is the Philippines. I feel very safe in the Philippines. I don't feel like somebody will just come and snatch my phone like out of nowhere. Like I don't feel that. So for someone to feel like Philippines is dangerous makes me feel like, which part of the Philippines do you live in? Because me, where I come from, where I live in, it is very safe. Like you can walk home literally at 2 a.m. in the morning and nobody's gonna touch you. Nothing is gonna happen to you. You will walk home to your house. You can leave your door open, go away for 4 days, come back, your house, nothing is, it is where you left it. Everything is where you left it. Nobody's gonna break into your house. So how can you tell me Philippines is dangerous? Guys, stop the lies, okay? Stop spreading lies about the Philippines. Please, huh? That is actually insane. Another thing, okay, this one, I wasn't even thinking this as a point, but now that I think about it, this is a misconception I personally had, and I even had a sit down with my, people sat me my family sat me down, talk to me about Philippines, like, there's a lot of kidnapping, don't really go into there's this UV vans where they say, oh, these ones, the SUV vans, I think they will kidnap you. And I came to the Philippines with a misconception of, I was thinking like, oh, I can get kidnapped. Believe you me, guys, nobody can even give you a lift in the Philippines. Like nobody will just, like in Africa, you can just be walking and somebody feel pity for you and they will pull over and tell you, do you need a lift? Here, nobody's gonna give you a lift unless somebody that you know. If somebody sees you that knows you, they might give you a lift, but on rare occasions also. So I don't know. Somebody feels like, oh, people will be kidnapped in the Philippines, you'll be used for ransom. Oh, please, I've not seen that. If it's happening, then I've not seen that, and I wouldn't come here and sit and talk about feel like Philippines is not safe when I feel like it's the safest place I've ever been. I cannot compare this to Kenya, where I come from. No, I can't. Like I can't. So anyway, so that brings me to my next point, which is people think like Filipinos, actually now this one is for Filipino women. There's this misconception, and this is, I feel like it is all over the world. People think like Filipinos, they marry for green card. I don't know. I don't know why it is like that. Why people feel like Filipinos marry for green card. But I'll tell you this for sure. I feel like if there's one place that people really genuinely try to form genuine connections with people, they fall in love with people for who they are, is the Philippines. The Filipinos love, like, love genuinely. I feel like Filipinos are lovers. This is a country of love. So if you're lucky enough to, like, I remember I was talking to my brother the other day and I was telling him, you know, if you really want to marry, I will recommend you come to the Philippines and find yourself a woman, because these people are loyal. Like, if they love you, they're gonna love you for you. They are not gonna be thinking, oh, you live in America, I'm gonna need a green card, or you live in Europe, this is a ticket out of home. Like, this is a misconception I've had a lot. Like, I've seen a lot of this. People talk about it every time. You know? So, guys, I don't know, but I feel like if you really, I'm not a Filipina, but I've been living among the Filipinos for 3 years now. And I can tell you, this time that I've lived with them, I can tell you that they're very loyal. They're very loyal people. Like, if they fall in love with you, they are really in love with you. Like, I feel like they're even, believe me, the black people here especially are the one hurting these Filipino women, because they fall in love with them for them. You know, they really love them for real. And you'll come, you know, find somebody coming to cry to you, crying about, you know, I really loved him, they never loved me. So I feel like Filipinos really love genuinely. So for somebody to feel like, and I feel like if a Filipino, give them a, you know, they prefer to even stay at home than to go abroad. You know, if they can have a good life here, then why would they want to go to another country and live in another country? So I feel like this is a misconception that is all that people have heard about Filipinos. But and that brings me to another point, which is Filipinos are submissive and very quiet. They don't, you know, they are very silent. They are these people that they can tame them. You can just put them on a leash and they sit there, like like a dog, you tell them sit and they sit. Believe me, I feel like if you're thinking Filipinos are submissive, then that is the biggest lie you've ever been told. Filipinos are not really submissive. Like, yes, they can be really good women. Like, I'm talking about, when I talk about I mean like Filipinas, like Filipino women, because I don't know more. I've not seen, a lot of people don't marry Filipino men. Most people come here to marry Filipino women. So I'm gonna be talking about, so they come here with a conception that, oh, Filipinos are very submissive. You know, if you marry them, then they can just wanna be loyal. Like, it's just like a dog, you put it on a leash, you pull it, you can tell them to sit anytime. So I feel like there might be somehow, but try them. You know, if you cross their boundary, then that is when you're gonna know that, oh, these people are not really as submissive as you think. They're not quiet. Yes, they might, you know, they might sit on their feelings, like you might hurt them and then they just don't want to tell you, like, oh, this hurts me. But if you really push them to the wall, then that is where you're gonna see a true Filipino. Like, these people, they can stand for themselves. So don't think like, oh, because she's a woman, she's gonna be submissive, and you've heard these stories, oh, they're very submissive. If you love them right, then they're gonna be there for you. They're gonna be there for you through thick and thin. This is one thing I've known about Filipinos. They'll be there for you through thick and thin. And if they have money, they'll, oh, hell yeah, they'll spend on you like in a crazy way. Like, I've seen a lot of, okay, I'm sorry to say this, but a lot of my brothers from Africa, they come here and they take advantage of this fact. You know, they will just, because they know Filipinos, if they love you for who you are, and they will do anything for you. They will give you everything. They'll find somebody who just comes here, they don't have a job, they have nothing going on with their life. They just have to find a Filipino who is very kind and make them fall in love with them. And then now this Filipino will pay for their condo, they'll be driving their car, they will be doing anything they want, give them the money. So yes, you can't tell me, but you cross them, that is when you will know you don't belong here. So I feel like, no, Filipinos are not submissive like you think. Like every other woman, they can just, you know, they can come at you hard. Like every other woman, they can just, you know, stand for themselves. And I feel like, okay, this is not a misconception about the Philippines. It's not a lie, it's all about the Philippines. But 3 years living here, I've known that women are the strong points of the Philippines. Like, I don't know, most people, even you realize that most men, they stay at home while women go to work. They'll find somebody is married, but the husband is at home cooking and taking care of the children, and the wife will be the one going to work. So that is something that happens in the Philippines. So if you tell me Filipino women are very submissive, I don't know what to think about that. I don't know what to think about that because I feel like, who told you? Where did you hear that? Anyway, so that is another point. So moving on to my next point is Philippines is Filipinos are very lazy. Filipinos are very dirty. Filipinos don't want to do anything. And this is a very I've heard of several people, like if you see people, you know, when people, let's say people were working in Dubai and then you have a conversation with them, they'll be like, oh, I live here with Filipinos and they're very nasty, they're very, very dirty, they're very lazy. And you are like, I don't know what to think of it though, because if you go here in the Philippines, I feel like Philippines is clean. It's the cleanest country. If you go to the streets in the morning when you wake up, you will just speak. Some people are paid by the municipal country to sweep the streets every morning. Trash is taken out every day. Like the garbage are collected every time. So garbage, I don't know why would somebody think Filipinos are dirty. Although I wouldn't say I've been to many Filipino houses, but I feel that I've been to a very clean people. So for me to be like feel like Filipinos are lazy, I don't know what to say of it. So if you are abroad and you are working amongst Filipinos, you are doing the same job with them, and then why would you want to call them lazy? Because I don't get the logic. Because, you know, anyway, I don't know, but I feel like that is a lie. I feel like Filipinos are really hardworking, to be honest. Like, there are people who do anything to get bread in their tables, you know, to feed their families. Some will even go to an extent of just going abroad to just work as a maid if they didn't study so well. You know, they prefer to do that just to put bread in their families' tables. So I don't know, how do you think Filipinos are very lazy? And they're just, I don't know. Let me just not speak much about this topic because I don't know what to say, because I feel like Filipinos are not really lazy. And then another misconception about the Philippines, you know, guys, and this comes as one point, but I'll split it into two. Like, Philippines is a very poor country. Filipinos are poor. You know, they can't afford. Most of them, they don't go to school. And this is one thing that I used to see long before I even came to the Philippines. I used to see in documentaries a lot of people showing Philippines, like a lot of people are living under a bridge. They just don't live. They're not living in permanent structures. They're living in these structures that wind can blow it any time, any minute. I don't know. This is something that I saw, and when I came to the Philippines, I was surprised. A lot of skyscrapers, a lot of things, infrastructure. There's a lot of permanent housing. Not a lot of people in the streets. Actually, if you see somebody living in the streets, just one or two. And like what is shown in the documentaries, you are like, the conversation you are given, like, oh, this family, you know, they can't go to school. Oh, this child is just, you know, she's only 16 and she has a baby. I don't know, maybe in other parts of the Philippines, but I've not seen, with this part of the Philippines that I live in, I've not seen it. I see a lot of people going to school. There's a lot of schools in the Philippines and people are studying in school. So I don't know why would you feel like Philippines is poor. A lot of people who can't afford education, where there's a lot of education. People go to school here. People are not really poor as it is made. It seems. Guys, even like me, I feel like even the Filipino peso is higher than my Kenyan shilling. So I don't know why somebody feel like, oh, Philippines is a very poor country. I know it is a third world country, yes, but it doesn't mean that it is very poor. No, it is just like any other country, has its own challenges, ups and downs. People that are, you know, from lower class, upper class, middle class, you know. So I don't know. But I was thinking actually, maybe one of these fine days I'll go to the streets and ask Filipinos what is considered rich for them. Because, you know, I've had this conversation about Filipinos being poor, a lot of Filipinos. So what is rich for Filipinos? I have a few ideas about what Filipinos consider rich. And but you know, I will just want to go to the streets and ask them these questions. So I don't know how that is gonna go, but please be on the lookout for that particular video. I will do it one of these fine days. So but then I feel like no, Philippines is not a poor country. It is not. Yes, there are people who can't manage, but doesn't mean like it is 90% of the Philippines, like it is put in the documentaries. No, it's not 90% of the Philippines. It's just, let's say, maybe 20%, which is very normal. I wouldn't say. So I don't know. Do I have any other thing? I don't know. I think that's it. I don't know. I think that's it. I don't know if there's one thing that I forgot. I don't know if there's anything that I forgot, but you know, that's it for what I feel like it is misconceptions about the Philippines. So let me know what you think about it in the comment section. Comment down below and let me know what you think. If you are a foreigner living in the Philippines, what do you think about the things that I've put forth? Do you think there are misconceptions, or it's just for me? Because I feel like there's a lot of misconceptions about the Philippines. Like, I don't know, man. I feel like, you know. So, but anyway, so guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think about these few topics that I've talked about. So let me know what you think about it in the comment section. And guys, Premier Gang, thank you so much for watching this video up to this very end. I really appreciate you. And guys, if you're watching up to here and you've not given the video a like, I mean, but what are you waiting for? Please give the video a like and comment down below. Let me know what you think. And if you've not subscribed, please do consider subscribing and turning on the post notification bells so that you don't miss out on any of my new videos. Okay, so anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on my next one.